Welcome to IELTS podcast on game you enjoyed playing when you were younger. In part 2 of your speaking interview, you will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You are to describe a game you enjoyed playing when you were younger.
I feel very lucky because the childhood I have enjoyed cannot be attained by kids of today's mobile generation. Our summer vacation was more awaited bonanza because we could do new activities and try new games. One of such games was Ludo. My aunt taught this game to us when once in holiday we had nothing to do. She bought a board having some grids and a dice with some colorful tokens. Her intention was to keep us engaged because while being ideal, we used to fight or make naughty acts. So either way, it was risky and she found best way to sort out the problem and channelize our energy positively. Now we children could easily have perfect enjoyment. We used to play in veranda which was so airy and could continue without any problem of electricity cut. The thing I like most about this game was advancing ahead of all. On top of everything was cutting off token, especially when it was about to reach home. Sometimes a player could advance very near to victory, but because of cutting off one token again and again by different players, he had to finish last. That was the time when finishing first was like being a hero and finishing last was matter of fun for all. Last finisher was teased for whole day and even more funny was making him to cry. In any way, we played it either we won or lost. This game for first time taught us that winning and losing are part and parcel of life and we needed to understand these basics as early as possible. So those were the days when expense of 10 rupees on this game could buy unlimited fun for us. Sadly, those innocent days can never be back.
That is the end of part 2. Now in part 3 of your speaking interview, I would like to ask you some follow-up questions. What games do Indian children play now?
Well, times have completely changed. This is age of mobile revolution. Now kids want mobile games and computer games. Else to this, addiction of social media is unsurmountable. There is only minority which likes playing cricket, basketball, football, cycling, swimming, etc.
Do boys and girls play different games?
There are some gender specific games like girls like playing hopscotch, skipping rope, whereas boys like playing ball games. In addition, there are some schools which make girls and boys to play games like badminton, table tennis, lawn tennis, which can be played in mixed doubles. Else to this, girls also have started playing many ball games which boys play like cricket, football, volleyball.
Why do children in kindergarten play games?
Well, preschool is a place where a child learns to adjust to life of school and learning, and it is very important to attract kids initially by making them to play games, taking rides or watching rhyme videos.
Should games only be interesting or only to learn?
Well, games as a starter of school life have to be exciting. Later with advancement in studies, these have to be mode of teaching kids as well as recreation. At this stage, kids gain maturity. They also have burden of studies. So now these have to serve dual purpose of teaching values as well as being a stress buster.
Is winning important in games?
My mind says winning is important when you are playing for a country or school, college. This encourages sense of competition. This feeling is fine to certain level. In extreme case, it can lead to arrogance or bad conduct. Hence, losing is also crucial. When graph hits the bottom, it forces us to introspect, get back to fundamentals, be better and bounce back. Finally, either way, a person gets to learn a lot.
Is it more satisfying to win in a team than as an individual?
If an individual has intention to take whole credit, this can lead to selfishness, arrogance. Alternatively, it is far better to play for a team and cooperate with others to win and take pride. And history can tell about many players who performed for themselves and had short sporting career.
Why some people are bad losers.
I think some people fail to take defeat properly. They do not know it is time to evaluate and come up with new intent or modification. They simply get depressed and, in order to avoid humiliation, start living remotely or even quit playing.
This is the end of speaking test and the end of podcast.